In a while. Needed a hot minute. Hi, everyone. We are doing an 11:11 light code activation meditation. And just a second, Alexa, play binaural beats on repeat.
Binaural beats by
So
Beats Like
binaural beats
Music.
puts you at a
What is
certain level,
binaural?
a level of hertz
Frequency.
sound
And repeat.
activation that helps to activate your
Binaural music.
chakras and keep you open to receiving energy that's coming in. So I'm going to have that playing in the background. And welcome to 11:11, everyone. Welcome to the portal of new activation. This is so 11:11. One is always the number in numerology of new beginnings. Okay, so whenever you see one, it's about new beginnings. So today we have four ones: 11:11, November 11th, and what those represent, you literally have two, if you can envision pillars going into like a temple, and you have a pillar, a gateway going into a new beginning of your life, going into, and so what this new beginning is, as the information has been relayed to me, is that we are ascending from 3D consciousness into 4D, if you do so choose, and that we are heading towards 5D consciousness, which is what is happening on this planet, this great ascension, this great awakening, so that we can ascend to a place that is based in love, that's based in peace, that's based in cooperation and oneness, and just to differentiate. So a 3D dimensional experience is what we've been experiencing for generations, and that is a consciousness that is based in competition, that's based in separation, that's based in fear and control, and all of those things that we've experienced, our parents have experienced, our grandparents have experienced, and we are bound when we have that kind of consciousness. We are set up to feel misaligned all the time because we were born here as spiritual beings, needing, wanting, desiring. Hoping that I'm coming through okay. Everyone can hear me okay. I haven't heard that you can't, so hopefully we're good. And the way that you're innate, your higher self was born to exist, was in a 5D consciousness. And if you're here right now on this planet and you are watching me here, then you're likely one of the ones that's here as a star seed, that's here to help not only in the ascension of your soul individually, but the activation of a new consciousness, a new frequency, a new ascended state of being of not only you, but your family, your soul family, and the planet collectively. So this particular portal we have today on 11:11 is one that also opens us up to, or actually requests of us to not only ground for the desires of our hearts, because we're going to go back to the heart today in a really, really big way, but to collectively assist the planet. Right now, what we're going to be doing today is really grounding our activation into Gaia, into Mother Earth, because the planet right now is really, I'm getting dosed. It's really great. I'm saying dosing it. This is when spirit beings show up, and I'll get like I'll get chills down the sides, and I can feel that they're coming close. I've asked for a lot of beings to be with us today. I've asked for the Pleiades, Jesus, my guides and angels, the archangels, Gabriel, Archangel Michael, to be with us. I've already protected this space. If you haven't done so, let's just set an intention right now that your space is connected wherever you are, and that only those energies, entities, beings, guides, and angels that are of the white light of God, that are here to be in service to your highest good, are allowed around you. This is how you clear your space so no dark energy is allowed in, and that only that energy that is here to, only those beings that are here to assist in your spiritual path are allowed around you, to help you and to guide you and to give you your own downloads as we proceed into this activation. So be aware that although I may have, I don't want to say master, but while I may have had more training in how to access codes, how to access channeling, how to access spirits and guides and angels, you have the same skill set in you. Okay, we're just awakening. I'm just reminding you of how to do it. So the more you watch people like me do it, the more you will know and learn how to do it on your own. Okay, because there's nothing in me that's higher or better than you. You have this activation already encoded in your cellular DNA and your crystalline DNA, which is what is waking up right now. This crystalline DNA that is directly connected to Source, Christ consciousness, Gaia, Mother Earth, the universe at large, because we are right now at a pivotal turning point in our civilization's history, where things cannot go back to the way that they were. We are going through a portal right now of change. Right now, especially, that what's opening up today is a significant portal of new beginnings, of new activation, of coming into the 4D consciousness, coming into towards 5D consciousness. And what that's going to bring you is to a place where you're going to be able to have higher levels of intuition, higher levels of psychic abilities, higher levels of just foresight, knowing what is going to be coming, what is going to be the best case scenario for your own soul's journey. And in that, as you're activating these higher frequencies and as we are ascending together spiritually, you're going to be influencing because of the light. So these are light codes. The energy coming off of you is going to influence those that come in contact with you. It's going to be influencing as we ground into Mother Earth, and this reverberates across the planet. We are going to be influencing the planet as a whole because that's what you were put here to do. That's what I was put here to do. And this is our calling today, to really not only run that energy through us from the universe, from the sun. Right now there are significant solar flares coming off the sun, informing this new energy, but we're going to run that through us and we're going to ground it into Mother Earth. You may or may not understand what codes are. I could do my best to explain my understanding. It's really basically a new understanding. It's really just an opening of a new awareness. You have codes in your DNA, you have codes in your cellular structure. I'm only beginning to really understand this, but we all have sacred geometry running throughout our bodies. It's in nature, it's in the universe. We have crystalline cellular structures that have not been accessed and have not been opened yet, that exist in us, that are meant to be activated now if you do so choose. So there are people like us that want to be activated, and there are people that may best be served staying in a 3D consciousness that really do not want to activate. And so one of the things to remember, that while you're here to share your light and share your higher frequency, your higher vibration with those around you by just even being an example, we're not here to we're not here to, first of all, to shame anyone or to judge anyone for where they are on their own spiritual path, or to try to pull anyone with us, or cause any negative vibratory feelings, energetic feelings around where people are on their spiritual path. But the word that came through today, the strongest word that I was told to pass along and to really embody during this activation was gentleness. So we're called to be gentle with those around us, not only with ourselves, actually especially with ourselves, but with those around us, because we're all doing the best we can, and everyone is not going to say yes. Everyone is not going to raise their hand because maybe they just that wasn't part of their soul contract when they came in for this life, and that's okay. That's okay. I really want to go into New Earth. I'm raising my hand. I'm ready to transmute and alchemize all of the bubbling up of the darkness, the bubbling up of that which needs to be alchemized, that which needs to be shown into the light. Darkness has an element of light under it, and so what we're called to do is to really not resist, not use a negative energy of we're right, you're wrong, but to alchemize that which is dark, alchemize that where the truth is hidden, so that the truth can come to the surface. And right now we're going to talk about the truth within you, the truth of this new energy that's here. So right now during the 1111 portal, just a few key things that you might want to know is that the energy is really quick right now. The energy is accelerated. So manifestations can be really accelerated. Your ability to download these new codes, this new way of being aware, this new way of feeling. It's just really a new way of being. You're actually popping open centers in your body that have been deactivated. Most of our pineal glands have been deactivated. So today we're going to run that through our pineal gland. That, is your place of all knowing. It's your third eye center, and it sits right here. There are a lot of things that calcify it and may block it, but we want to open that because we really want you to have a stellar badass intuition. So we want you to feel connected to source, connected to your divine sacred being, that which resides. You have parts of yourself that still reside in spirit that are up here. So we want to keep that cord of light running from you, from Gaia, up through you, through all of your energy centers, to source and to the universe at large that contains this source energy that we're going to activate and encode into you right now if you are willing to do it. And you're here, so I'm assuming you're willing. So I'm super excited about this. This energy is going to last. Actually, I know it's going to be reverberating for days and weeks. So even if you're watching this on the replay, you can still do this activation even if it's days later. This portal is actually going to be open throughout even the next year. Like, this is a new energy that's just come in. It's not just today. But today is when it's popping open, and today is a really great time for you to set your intentions. So the number 11 in Sanskrit is all about dreams. So what we can focus on today, letting go of all the fear, letting go of all the what ifs, is really focusing on the dreams of what can be. Not only for you personally, which I do want you to call in, because manifestations can happen very fast during this accelerated time, but the dreams of what we want for our planet, what we want for our new way of living, what we want for New Earth. And we can embody the feeling of already being there and call that in closer to us. So we're going to do that today. We're going to do some envisioning. We're going to do some accessing. We're going to go ahead and get right to it so that you guys can carry on with your powerful day and be at a higher level than you were before you saw me today. So, okay, so I'm on a prayer cushion right now. You can see this on Instagram, Facebook, you can't see it, but I am cozy. I'm in the lotus position. I am in my office. The vibration in here is really, really strong. I choose the energy in my bedroom and in my office. You sanctify areas where you choose to meditate. I have incense burning over here. My 2 dogs are over here. It's really important that you create a really high vibration in the space where you're going to be accessing, and that you protect your space. So we did that in the beginning here. If you missed that, you can go back and watch that. I did a really quick prayer of protection. And I'm protected, you're protected. I've asked that anyone that's watching this stays protected during this video and throughout the day, and as they carry on, so that they only access those codes and those beings of light around them to assist you on your paths. Okay, I'm going to start. I was guided to select the root chakra bowl, because right now during this activation we're going to be grounding the new energy into Mother Earth. So this was called, your root chakra sits right below your sits bones, right between your special parts down in here, and it glows with a red glow. So this bowl is red and it's tuned to the specific hertz tone for the root chakra. Okay, so I'm just going to start with this, and while I'm starting with this, I just want you to take a deep breath. And so the intention is that we be guided, that all the angels and guides and beings that are around us guide us to the highest level of ascension possible for us today, the highest consciousness, the highest frequency, the highest possibility of opening of these centers, of these energy centers, of these knowing centers, of these being centers, of these spirit centers in our bodies, so that we may have a higher ability to tap into divine intuition, to tap into that which is for our highest good, to have clarity along our path, and to have a connection closer to the sacred worlds, that we may be guided individually and collectively towards that which is for the highest good of this planet as a whole. And so it is. Okay, let's start by taking a deep breath. What's really come forward, you guys have likely heard about breath work, and so what really has come forward lately is the importance of really deeply breathing. There are a lot of specialists, there's a lot of different kinds of doing it, ways of doing it, and I really do encourage you to engage in breath work as you're going through your awakening journey. Right now we're just going to very simply do an exercise that I was given to help you open up your energy center so that we can receive what's coming in. Okay, so first, just take a really deep breath, and I'm going to play the sound bowl, and we're just going to find ourselves in a place of just being right where you are. You're only responsible for this moment, right here, right now. Just be here, right now. Envision this as a glowing orb of red light right under your sits bones, giving you a sense of security and stability in this moment, a groundedness to Mother Earth, glowing and connecting you to Mother Earth. Deep breaths. Just feel that in your body. Feel yourself connecting and really establishing a grounding point of security, stability, rootedness into what is real and what is meant to empower you in this life. Now, as we connect to Earth, I want to also connect to sacred divine energy, to source God energy. So as you take another deep breath, I want you to envision white light coming out of the crown of your head, and your head, the tip of your head opening like a lotus bloom. Just picture the energy center like a lotus bloom opening. Now picture that white light turning into a beautiful violet light as it's radiating out of your crown up to source. Picture that violet light just coming off of the tip of your head, your entire crown, opening up your place of awareness, your place of connection to divine energy, to all that is known. And picture that light now just traveling up through a cord a cord of light, a beautiful white electric cord of light that travels directly up from your spine through the crown of your head, all the way up through the roof of the building you're in, up through the clouds, up through into the ethers, into the universe, up to Source himself, herself, itself. I see Source of a glowing ball of energy. So I want you to picture a glowing ball, white ball of energy in the universe, in space. And that cord of light now has, like a plug, has plugged in to that source light of energy, that source of love. And as you plug in, you've plugged into love, and that love radiates immediately down through that cord, back into your crown, into your throat chakra, into your heart. Now put your hands over your heart. This is where I want you to be today. We're going to ground into our heart. This is what is the most important. It makes me want to cry, that we return to our hearts. That feels so good. That we get out of our monkey minds where that fear is embedded, where that encoding has been embedded, where we've been brainwashed to think that we need to be afraid. You weren't meant to be afraid. You're meant to feel at peace. So I want you to feel yourself at your heart center. Just focus on your heart. As your hands rest gently on your beautiful heart center. This is the center of your energy body, where the mind and the root chakras, the crown and the root chakras meet. This is the center core of your body. Take a deep breath into your heart space. And I want you to fill that with beautiful green light. Your heart chakra glows with green. Just picture a plant. This is what I do. I love this vision. Picture a plant sprouting inside your chest cavity, this beautiful bright green plant like the ones that come up right at the beginning of spring. See it opening up and just taking over your whole chest cavity and growing out of your physical body out into the dimensional body around you, the spiritual dimensional body around you. And just feel that heart space expand. Excuse me. As you expand your heart energy with purpose and with intention to receive more love into your body today. Okay. Now I'm putting my hands back on my knees, open in the lotus position. This helps you to receive energy. And what I want you to do, as you gently close your eyes, the key word today is going to be gentle. We're going to be really gentle with ourselves. I want you to leave here feeling so at peace, and within that peace is going to come your greatest power. Okay, so I want you to take a deep inhale, and as you inhale, I want you to envision, so as you inhale, I'm going to pause for just a second. I'm going to have you inhale, and I'm going to have you send that oxygenation from your root, from right down here at your sits bone where you're sitting, all the way up to your crown, and then we're going to send that oxygenation back down. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be opening up your energy center so that you can receive this activation. Okay, this is very simple. You can do it anytime. We're simply going to be breathing in to open up just your midline. Okay, so just picture all of that air filling your energy centers from bottom to top and back to bottom. Okay, here we go. Ready? Deep breath. Send that air down into your sits bones and just see it as you breathe, and you continue to take long, deep breaths. Just see openings forming from your sits bones up through your belly. As the air travels into your body, send it through your solar plexus, right below your rib cage, opening. You may want to take a stretch right now if your body feels like it needs it to open your physical body. Send that air up through your heart center, taking very, very deep breaths. Up through your throat center. This is where we're going to be expressing, especially in this next year as we go into this new level of ascension. Our throat chakras are so important. Breathe, open it. Now I want you to breathe in and open that third eye chakra right between your eyes. Just breathe in, just very simply. You're not doing anything wrong or anything that can go wrong here. We're just breathing into our energy centers. You're doing everything right. And then finally, a deep breath, opening up the top of the head, just creating space. As that cord of light is still connected to Source, traveling up and out through your midline, up into the heavens, into Source energy, keeping you in a state of pureness. Now I ask that all the angels and guides of each one of these beings gather around them, and that the archangels assist in these light codes being activated inside the being, inside the DNA, inside the mind, body, spirit, organs and cellular tissue, places of knowing inside each one of these beings as they are activated to a higher state of consciousness. I ask that the archangel that is there to help each one of these beings lay their hands on these beings' crowns and third eye, and that the activation began at that place in their physical body. Take a deep breath. Just set an intention in your mind. I want you to say quietly to yourself, I receive, I am open. I receive, I am open. Deep breath. I want you to picture like a double helix, the image of the DNA strand, the double helix. I want you to picture that double helix and all that space you just opened up from your crown to your root. I want you to picture a double helix now. Oh, so strong. Spiraling itself from your crown, through your third eye, through your throat, through your heart, spiraling down, through your solar plexus, all the way through your root, and letting all that light code energy enter your entire being. Just receive. It's so gentle, you guys. It's all love. It's activating and it's empowering, but it's pure love. Pure love. I'm getting so many chill bumps right now. I first want you to receive this energy. Let's activate your energy body. Now I want you to picture all of that, the DNA that you just sent through your body. I want you to picture it glowing a really bright light. Now envision it shattering in a beautiful way, splitting into a billion pieces, very slowly and gently, and integrating itself. This is just being downloaded to me right now. Integrating itself into every cell, every tissue in your body. Just see it going out throughout your head, throughout your brain, throughout all the organs and tissues in your mouth, your throat. Just picture that DNA strand exploding in a beautiful, powerful way, delivering itself to every cell in your body, through your throat, your shoulders, and your heart. Just picture it shattering. And picture it as it's going now down through your chest, your stomach, just opening itself up to serving every part of you, down through your root. Picture that strand of DNA that is filled with that new light code energy, beautifully and gently being received by every cell and tissue and organ in your body. Say again, I receive. This is so beautiful. Picture every little beautiful glowing cell in your body absorbing its own sacred piece of that new code. Picture yourself absorbing love, absorbing knowing, knowledge, connection, all the way down to your fingertips, down your legs, into your toes and the soles of your feet. Oh, it feels so good. You don't have to know or do or be anything other than you are right now. Your body's accepting this new energy. You will feel the activation as you're continuing on your day. Right now, in this minute, we're not even going to worry about that. We're just going to receive. And there's a message that wants to come in. Precious soul, you are here at this time by no coincidence. There is an activation that your soul has been calling towards you for some time. We see the difficulties and the challenges you have navigated individually and collectively on this planet. Do not be fooled that you are alone as you feel isolated in your journey. You are so surrounded. You just absorbed the energy of the archangels. You have an angelic activation now embedded in the core of who you are. Know that the core of who you are is one with the angels. You are not meant to be rooted any longer in the activation of fear that is of the old paradigm, of the old earth. Right now, we request that the activation, the connection, the attachment to the dark energy, that all of those cords be cut from behind your back that is attached to what is behind you and no longer serves you, and that all those cords be shriveled back and absorbed into old timelines. And so it is. Be cleared. Say right now, clear. We wrap you in rose quartz light, which is the light, the essence of love, the essence of the mother, the divine feminine. As we marry the divine feminine and the divine masculine within each of you, know that you do not need another being to make you whole. You do not need a leader, a teacher, a power figure, a structure to complete your wholeness. Just a minute. Sorry. Sorry, you guys, it paused. You do not need anything outside of you to complete your wholeness. You are whole as you are. You just activated a completion that will help you to match the energy that has been poured out onto this planet from extraterrestrial, I know that word can be triggering for some, for out of this world beings that are shining divine sacred light, and this includes all of the light beings, the angelic forms, the angelics, the divine beings from other galaxies that are here to help serve the ascension of your planet. Know that you are never alone. You are surrounded now with a grid of protection of the crystalline power within the rose quartz energy as it's embedded into your heart. Hold that energy with you now. First of all, as you interact with yourself, as you engage in thought patterns with yourself that you've habituated over time. The self-shame, the self-direction, it is time to let that go. You are now being directed by a place that is within inside of you, but that is not within the judgmental mind. That is within the heart. The direction from the heart that flows directly from that cord that is now attached from you to source energy that is activated at a higher frequency than ever before in the history of not only your life, but of the planet. You're activating a place of knowing within your own heart that runs up through the pineal, through the crown, up to Source himself, down to the pineal, so that you may activate your own intuition, your own desires, your own purpose on this planet that will be different than any others. You have such a special, they're showing me a diamond, purpose on this planet, you individually, that is meant to shine with so much greatness. And this is where we want you to connect to that place of knowing. Know that you are upgraded now. Know as you move throughout the planet, as you move throughout your home, your family, your life, your job, your community, your activities, the fun that we hope you're having. Please have more fun. Please dance today. Like as soon as you get off here, when you feel like it. They love it when you dance. You tune into a really high frequency when you do. This energy is going to radiate off of you. Never again do you need to question your intuition. If you can resonate with the knowing of that statement, never again question the root of knowing of your intuition. If you can align yourself with the frequency of that statement and believe with all of your heart that this is true, it is true from this moment forward. It doesn't matter the degree that you got or didn't get. It doesn't matter the person or the relationship or the history or the decisions or the divorces or the losses. None of that matters. It is white. What matters now is your connection to source energy, your connection to divine, sacred knowledge, and the knowing that you never again have to question your intuition, because it is being fed through a divine thread of knowledge specific to you, run through your pineal and grounded in your heart. You can trust yourself. You can trust your knowing. You have been encoded with an activation that will bring knowledge to you in the blink of an eye, quicker than the blink of an eye. Trust. Trust that this activation as you move forward is going to guide you to opportunities that you would not believe are coming. Believe that and they will come. Know that you're a divine being of light. You are a star seed of extraordinary purpose. And we thank you, all the beings are saying, we thank you for raising your hand, taking the time to connect with us. Please connect with us daily and however that feels good to you. Ground into this energy. You can use any of the tools that you were given today. Repeat them. Each time you will be activated at a higher level. Your frequency will raise. And the love energy that is radiating off of you, that is now embedded, that rose quartz energy in you, it will change people's lives today. Those that come in contact with you. It is meant to do that. They need that. This planet needs that. You are so loved. You are so activated. You are are so empowered. You're saying, we will leave now, but know that we never leave your side. We are always around you. Okay, they're asking me now. Okay, now we're going to ground. Okay, breathe into that. I want you just to feel where you are right now. Just feel the energy where you are. Breathe in. Just feel right where you are. So gentle, so peaceful, so full of love. This is your natural state of being. This is the way you're meant to feel, no matter what. You can always return to this. This is the way you were meant to feel. Now they're asking right now that we ground the energy that you're now embodying into Mother Earth, because she really needs it to heal, and so that it can reverberate throughout the planet and activate other people that are waking up as we speak. So let's close our eyes again. Take another deep breath, and I want you to envision that double helix now forming in a new way through you, because you've embodied it. I want you to picture it glowing red, they're asking, and spiraling through you, going down, spiraling through your root chakra, and I want you to envision it glowing this beautiful red color, this bright, vibrant red color of life, going into you, down through the floor of wherever you are, into the earth. Send that energy down into the earth. This is your gift to Mother Earth. This is your gift to the planet today. You're not going to lose any of the energy that you've embodied. You will have enough. You have captured and embodied all of the energy within you. This is what the earth really needs. This is part of today's activation. Okay, send that double helix energy down through into Mother Earth. I want you to envision love just flowing from you. You're so powerful. You can do this any day. Into Mother Earth, down through the soil, down into her core. Send that energy. Now I want you to know and receive and be aware of that every single person that's watching this today, and the thousands that are going to watch it on the replay, all of the energy that we have now sent into the earth is commingling with itself, and you are part of a collective grid of higher consciousness, and that you and every single person that's going to watch this, and all the people that are meditating on the planet as we speak, you are now a part, you're connected to this collective grid of higher consciousness. And anytime you're feeling alone or disempowered, you can tune in, reconnect that red line down through you into the earth, and connect. Each one of you be in agreement that you will store part of your energy in Mother Earth to connect to the others that may need you as they continue to navigate this journey. And so it is. Okay, now I'm going to wrap you. Let's wrap you and complete this activation. I wrap each and every precious soul that is here today, that is going to be here watching this at any time. In this now moment for them, I wrap them in a bubble of white light energy to hold them at this place of activation, this place of love, this place of power, this place of sacred oneness, that they be held at this vibration from here forward. And so it is. I hope you're feeling as good as I'm feeling. I planned some of that meditation, but most of it just flowed through in channel, and I've never done that before. I've never heard what happened before. There were pieces I did pull from what Spirit gave me before, but that Precious Souls was just for you, just for us. No one else on the planet has that exact meditation. And feel free, of course, to share this with friends of yours that you think might benefit from the activation. You can even tell them to go to a certain point in the video if you know when the activation begins. And I also want to remind you, if you would like more information on a spiritual awakening, my ebook, Sacred Shift, it's an incredible, eye-opening, easy to read. You can actually get through it in one sitting. It's about 100 pages, but it's a beautiful ebook. You get it downloaded within 20 minutes of getting it, of registering for it, of purchasing it. It's only $11.11. It has a process and a path and a matter of steps to help you in your awakening process. It has things you should be aware of right now. It explains all of these things like numerology and connecting to your angels and your guides. I do a really specific job of looking at what the church taught us that I no longer see as truth, and leading you towards 5D consciousness. And so and it also tells you the things you can do right now to immediately help you and accelerate your ascension and awakening process. It's a phenomenal book, and you have eternal access to it when you get it. So the link is in my my bio on, I'm sorry, I'm a little like bleh. After I do meditation, I'm in spirit, so I get a little slurry. I sound like I'm kind of drunk, but it's because I'm at a really high frequency right now. The link is in my bio on Instagram and Facebook. I put it on this feed, and then if you're watching on YouTube, it will be in the feed below. I love you guys. You're warriors of the light. Remember, you're never alone. And when in doubt, always return that space in your heart, because that's where your true knowledge is coming from. And when you follow that, you're always going the right direction. And remember, you never have to question yourself again. I love you guys. Go and have a beautiful, beautiful day.